our group did Ancient Sumer by Jessica Chin, Allie, Rachel, and me. A map and description of the location. Sumer was the site of the first civilization, and it settled in the southern marches of Mesopotamia, as you can see from the little orange area. And they had a constant food supply because the river is always provided like fish, because they always have fish in the river. So, and the area was being like frequently refertilized because of constant floods that would like bring silt from the bottom of the river and like renew the soil to keep it fresh. And rivers provided excellent transportation because like you just go up and down the rivers. Transportation.
The Sumer was originally settled around 4,500 BC in present-day Iraq, and by 3000 BC, the Sumerian city-states had developed. A lot of them had become their own central governments. They settled in the Mesopotamia, like Michael had said, and they thrived from about 3,500 BC to 1,400 BC.
So I did the key figures. Ernina, was also known as Ernanche, was the first king of Lagash. He's the in the top left. There was a tablet found of him, and that's supposedly him. And he was responsible for many canals and building projects. And then Gilgamesh was the king of Uruk, and he was a demigod. We learned about the Epic of Gilgamesh, and so that was obviously about the Great Flood, but it was also like a bunch of other stories that taught a bunch of life lessons. And then King Shusen was the king of Ur, and he was responsible for the first love poem, I guess, and it was about him and the Sumerian goddess of love. And then, I don't know if it's pronounced Enki or Enki, but he was the god of water and wisdom, and he was responsible for giving all the rulers like their intelligence and all the artisans their craftsmanship.
Some of the significant events that happened are on this timeline. The first one being that cuneiform was invented and scribes started to use it on clay tablets around 3100 BC. And the first creation myth that talks about how the world was created and how people began on the earth was invented in 3000 BC. The first code of law was written by the king of Lagash in 2300 BC. And after Sumer had thrived for a while, and then the Akkadians came in and took them over in 2300 BC. And then after the Akkadians had ruled for a short period of time, the Urnami people came in and conquered this Sumer again, and then they ruled from 2447 BC to 2030 BC. And then, as Rachel had said about the Epic of Gilgamesh, it was written in 2000 BC.
So the reason for the decline, because you have all these different city-states that they didn't have a unified central government because each city-state had a different government. And then in 2020 BC, they were defeated by the Lucians. And then in 1720, the Lucians were defeated by the Babylonians. And also because that people intermarried, so you had like someone from Lagash and someone from Ur, so all of the culture, combined together. So that's what happened, where the religion kind of dissipated because of all this intermarried religion. And then some of the interesting facts were Sumerians first developed cuneiform, which is used for over 3,000 years. They also invented the wheel, which now used for things you have like cars, autos, wheels. And they developed the base of the 60 system, but 60 system like the 60th minute for the hour. And then Sumerians also made beer, which was also used as early as the 14th millennium BC.
And here are some pictures of like the first wheel. They have a small carving of people celebrating with beer, and then the example of cuneiform laying on a clay tablet. And thank you for watching.